Namaste. A warm welcome to the convocation program of Kerala State Institute of Design 2020. On the dais, we have Honorable Minister for Labour and Excise, Government of Kerala, and Chairman of Kerala Academy for Skills Excellence, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan. Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, Government of Kerala, Srimati J. Mersiputi Amma. Our chief guest, renowned scientist and director of Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Trivandrum, Professor Dr. Jargu Narasimhamurthy. Sri Satyajit Rajan IAS, Additional Chief Secretary and Vice Chairman, Kerala Academy of Skills Excellence. Sri Chandrasekhar S. IAS, Managing Director of Kerala Academy for Skills Excellence. Principal of Kerala Institute of Design, Dr. Manoj Kumar K. We also have with us members of Board of Management case, members of Academic Council, Administrative Officer for Kerala State Institute of Design, faculties, staff members, and students of KSID, and above all, graduating students and their proud parents. It's with immense pleasure and gratitude, I welcome you all on behalf of KSID to the convocation program. Now, may I request everyone to be at ease and maintain silence as we start the program with a symbolic lamp lighting. Thank you. May I now invite Sri Chandrasekhar S. IAS, MD, Kerala Academy for Skills Excellence for the welcome speech. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to deliver welcome address in this August gathering. KSID has been making greater strides in the design education arena since its inception in 2008 and especially after 2015. With the introduction of 3 PG diploma courses in integrated life product design, integrated communication design, and integrated textile and apparel design. KSID is at an inflection point, ready to scale new heights with the introduction of new BDES program this year. I'm sure the quest for placing KSID as one of the renowned institutes, not only in the country, but also in the world, will bear fruits in the coming days. Without much ado, let me welcome the dignitaries who are with us for this wonderful convocation function. Let me welcome the Honorable Minister for Labour and Skills and Exercise, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan, who is leading from the front in taking this department to new heights and also playing an important role in the development of KSID. Sir, I welcome you to this convocation of KSID. Let me also welcome the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, Srimati Mersiputi Amma, who is extending great support and taking greater interest in the development of this institute. And she is very keen in taking this institute to the next level. I welcome Srimati Mersiputi Amma, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, to this convocation function. I also welcome and thank Professor J.N. Murthy, renowned scientist and director IISER, Trivandrum, who has consented to be with us for delivering the convocation address. Sir, I'm sure your words will inspire the outgoing students greatly. I welcome you to this convocation function. I also welcome Sri Satyajit Rajan, Honorable Additional Chief Secretary, who has been instrumental in giving guidance and also playing who has always been guiding us in the development of the institute. Sir, I welcome you to this function. I also welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar, who has been putting tireless efforts for the betterment of the institute, and also under his leadership, the institute has moved forward greatly in recent times. I welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar to this convocation program. And also I welcome the administrative officer, Sri N. Giridharan Nair, and the administrative team of KSID to this convocation program. I also welcome the faculty and the students of KSID, and not but the least, the graduating students of KSID who are who have joined us with us today, and I wish them a great future. And with this few words, I conclude my welcome address, and I now request Dr. Manoj Kumar, Principal KSID, to deliver to give a report on KSID. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm getting into my duty of reading the academic report. Honorable Chief Guest of the function, Dr. Professor Jayan Murthy, Director, ISA, Thiruvananthapuram. Honorable Chairman and Minister of Labour and Skills, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan, sir. Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, Srimati Mercy Kuttama, ma'am. Honorable Vice Chairman, Sri Satyajit Rajan, IAS, sir. Managing Director, KS, Sri Chandrasekhar. Member of Board of Management, KS, members of Academic Council, distinguished guests, faculty, recipients of degree and their parents, and dear students. Now I present before you a report of activities, academic and other accomplishments during the last academic year by KSID. This year also by two visionaries, Sri P.K. Gurudasan, former Minister of Labour and Excise, Government of Kerala, and former Vice Chairman of Planning Board, Sri Prabhat Patnaik. Their idea was to set up an institution that caters to the needs of the state by upgrading traditional industries and crafts of Kerala and usher in modernity in all spheres of life of people of Kerala. It was with this vision, this institute was inaugurated by the then Chief Minister, Sri V.S. Achyuthachananthan, on 13 June 2008. The first office of Kerala State Institute of Design was in the premises of the ITI, Vanitha ITI Kollam. Government of Kerala leased 4 acres of government Porambok land possessed by ITI Chandrathopu to establish the Kerala State Institute of Design on 10th February 2009. The initial activities taken up by KSID were along the lines to develop craft and traditional industry. KSID conducted about 6 workshops across 4 districts of Kerala on natural fiber, coir, bamboo, and clay during 2008-2009 to familiarize traditional craftsmen with modern design practices and processes. In order to develop the institute further and to explore the possibility of expanding the spheres of activities of KSID, a team from the state government made a visit to NID Ahmedabad on 22nd September 2009, and following this visit, the 7th meeting of the governing body of KSID, conducted on 1st October 2009, decided to have 3 disciplines as part of educational program, namely textile design, product design, visual communication design in KSID, and start construction of campus infrastructure. As a precursor to this educational program, a few short-term courses and certificate courses were started in KSID. As a further follow-up, a vision document seminar on Vision for Design Institute in Kerala was conducted on the 4th and 5th November 2009. The seminar had detailed discussions on feasibility of design education in Kerala. Faculty training, course curriculum, workshop facility, and other aspects of KSID was discussed. The workshop KSID vision document was held on 9th and 10th November 2009. The first phase construction works of KSID campus was inaugurated by Sri P.K. Gurudasan, Minister for Labour, Excise and Rehabilitation on the 17th February 2010. While on the academic front, KSID submitted proposals to start short-term diploma certificate courses under IGNOU as a community college, but the government body proposed that KSID should be upgraded to a statutory body capable of awarding degrees and postgraduate degrees. The construction work of administrative block of KSID was completed and the building was inaugurated by the Planning Board Vice Chairman Sri Prabhat Patnaik on 25th February 2011. Following this, a training in product design using waste materials was conducted for the trainers of differently abled persons of the Corporation of Cochin under the auspice of the People's Council for Social Justice at KSID campus. The 19th governing body meeting of KSID proposed to merge KSID with the Kerala Academy of Skill Excellence, a non-profit making company fully owned by the state government. A request for merger with CASE was submitted to the government, and KSID got merged with CASE on 1st April 2014. And KSID thus became a functional unit of CASE. Programs on training of traditional craftsmen continued, and KSID conducted a 50-day training program in screw pine involving 2 student interns from Indian Institute of Crafts and Design. In 2013, KSID signed an agreement with NID Ahmedabad for conducting 10 MSME, the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, design workshops and seminars in Kerala. A total of 6 seminars and 3 design workshops were conducted in the year 2013-14. In the year 2014, on 9th July 2014, CASE formally approached National Institute of Design, NID, Ahmedabad, for creating a comprehensive roadmap and systematic plan of action to develop and strengthen KSID. National Institute of Design team submitted draft proposal to CASE to commence our four postgraduate diploma courses in KSID. KSID team subsequently visited NID Ahmedabad for gathering further information and visited NID Bangalore for participating in the roadmap and curriculum development exercise for KSID. In August 2015, 3 PG programs at KSID was announced and applications were invited. Along with this, the NID team submitted the final roadmap and feasibility report also. And the postgraduate educational programs of KSID were formally inaugurated on 25th August 2015, and the first batch of students were admitted. With the onset of PG programs, academic activities became prominent, and KSID formally became the first state-owned design school in India with 3 PG programs. The curriculum proposed by NID had duration of 5 semesters, 2.5 years. The first year sets a basic common foundation program and includes subjects related to design applicable for all disciplines, followed by 1 year of specialized discipline-specific courses, and a diploma project to be undertaken in the industry concludes the last semester. KSID adopts experiential hands-on pedagogy. Students are taught through assignments, sessions, experimentations, and explorations. The faculty engaged by KSID are products of premier national institutes with tremendous industry and academic exposure. They have years of experience and are well known among the industry and academic circles of Kerala. KSID also invites a number of prominent academicians every year from across India and other national design schools as visiting faculty as well as industry professionals to deliver the best for our students. KSID took the first step in consulting and project work when it was assigned with the task of entire design scheme for the general elections to the Legislative Assembly 2016. The project included designing a logo for SWEEP, Systematic Voters Education and Electoral Participation, a mascot, and 2 short promotion film for the same. KSID students, faculty and staff participated in the Waterthon as a part of raising water awareness in Kollam district. KSID is active in supporting government organizations and departments in providing comprehensive design consultancy in various spheres of design. Kudumbashree, Tourism Department, Harbour Engineering Department, LSGD bodies, universities and academic institutions, Department of Industry, etc. engage KSID with their design consultancy. Students are engaged in these projects, and as and when opportunity arises, it gives real live industry exposure to our students. 2 significant events that marked the year 2018 were India Fashion Summit and Vidash 2018. In the year 2019, KSID was a part of Kochi Design Summit. KSID as an institution could interact with industry leaders and could showcase their academic presence in the state design scenario. Year 2020 was marked for India Skills state-level exhibitions conducted at Calicut. KSID played a major role in making it a grand success. India Fashion Summit 2018 was held at Marriott Lulu in Cochin on March 2018. The purpose of the summit was to highlight the importance of design education in today's time and to bring KSID to the forefront, pioneering in the field of design education and training globally and not limited to Kerala. IFS was just a stepping stone for this. Through the academic session conducted by KSID, the event aimed at highlighting the importance of design education, design as a profession, and the variety of professional domains and options young students have nowadays. The summit was conducted in partnership with India Fashion Incubator, a public charitable trust to foster fashion-based startups. Since 2019, regular weekly design talks are being organized at KSID campus. Leading designers from academic institutions and industry visited the campus to interact with students. But since March 2020, we were forced to take a break with the talk series due to COVID-19 situation. But with the new normal, the Academic Council has decided to continue with the talk series as webinars. Year 2019-20 was a revamping year for our training programs. KSID took initiative in organizing continuous training programs for women entrepreneurs in the field of garment making, Screen printing, mask making, and KSID faculty development programs are also planned and will be conducted online commencing from the last week of October 2020. KSID took initiative to chart out a series of training programs for various sectors, and government grant was allotted for the conducting of these programs this year, that is 2020. Women entrepreneurship programs are also in the pipeline, and KSID is planning to start the training program by November 2020. KSID is also collaborating with ASAP Kerala, EID Kerala, and APJ Kalam Technological University in delivering design education and training to various stakeholders in the state. KSID has been on a continuous growth path ever since its inception, and KSID has started its 6th batch of PG diploma courses on 5th of October 2020. The orientation program was inaugurated by our Vice Chairman and Additional Secretary Labour and Skills, Sri Satyajit Rajan IAS, and the inaugural lecture was given by Dr. Sri Kumar GV, Professor and former head IDC IIT Mumbai. Owing to the current situation, classes are being delivered online. As part of the academic initiative, government has also sanctioned rupees 30 lakhs this year for conducting faculty development program. An MOU was signed by the principal and the CEO of Startup Mission to start a Fab Lab at Kollam, which will be helpful for the entire region, where individuals and students, especially from the surrounding engineering colleges, can make use of the facility at KSID. This Fab Lab is also hosting incubation units and startups where a small design idea can be converted into a working prototype and can be patented. KSID as an academic institution will be aiding the individuals in achieving their design initiatives beneficial for the society. Government has approved the procurement and we are planning to put it into action by January 2021. KSID as a responsible government institution played a major role in providing local design solutions to local bodies and organizations in fighting COVID. The students and the faculty were actively involved in developing Easy Isolate, an isolation cubicle which won national and international accolades in the field of design. KSID also designed masks, and training was given to women entrepreneurs with the help of Kudumbashree Mission to design and manufacture masks. The brand name Mukhashri was given for this initiative. The most important achievement of KSID this year was that I wish to place here is that we have gone ahead with our institution affiliation with AICT and APJ Kalam Technological University as a first step to institution recognition in the field of higher education. By doing this, we are eligible for academic and research grants, scholarships, fellowships, and other benefits for students and faculty. In continuation of this initiative, KSID was permitted to start the undergraduate program in design, BDAS General, and it is the first undergraduate program by a state government institution in this particular part. This year, we are going ahead with the affiliation of the PG diploma program with AICT, and we hope we will be able to start our MDes program in the year 2021. KSID has signed an MOU with IIT Bombay this month, that is October 2020, for mentoring and to collaborate on academic and research activities. We are also going ahead with similar collaboration with NID, NIFT, School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi, and AS School UK in various domains of design. Government has sanctioned KSID to start its 4-year integrated undergraduate program in design, BDAS, in the current academic year, and based on UCEED score, we are sanctioned to admit 30 students this year. This will bring the best 30 students at national level to KSID as the first batch of BDAS. As I mentioned earlier, the undergraduate Bachelor's of Design program has already been approved. The institute is planning to start the MDes program next year, and its preliminary activities for getting approval by AICT has already been started. As a growing institution, it definitely needs additional space. A master plan is made for the same, and the new academic block and the new hostel block is under construction, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this by November this year. A design resource center is conceptualized in the KSID campus, and necessary administrative sanction was accorded by the government. This will include research materials, resources, exhibition galleries, and a library. The master planning and design for NRC was assigned to KSID, and we have submitted the initial design scheme for further pursual. For housing the NDRC library, academic auditorium, theater, and the new classrooms, a 6-story building is in the process of approval. A new hostel block and staff quarters are also proposed, and necessary provision has already been made in the next year's budget. Sports facility for students are also included in the maintenance budget of KSID this year. In order to sustain the institute as a separate entity, likewise a deemed university, a legislation in this regard is also under the consideration of the government. The academic programs of the second batch and the third batch were concluded in March 2019. Students in an industry environment were evaluated by a grand jury. 4 students of the first batch also cleared their academic courses along with the second and third batches. 4 students from the 2015 batches, 16 students from the 2016 batches, and 10 students from the 2017 batch have managed to clear their rigorous academic courses. 4 communications design students, 11 textile design students, and 15 product design students have become eligible to receive the coveted diplomas awarded by KSID this year. I'm happy to announce that our students have already been placed in very good organization, which prove that we are moving in the right direction. I would like to mention that we are continuously upgrading, strengthening and consolidating our basic teaching facilities for imparting excellence. On behalf of all members of KSID family, I express my sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries for gracing this occasion with their benign presence and congratulate the students receiving degrees today and parents who are here with us. I also wish the graduate students very best in all their future endeavors. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj Kumar sir, for the detailed academic report. May I now invite Honorable Minister for Labour, Skills and Excise, Government of Kerala, as well as the Chairman for Kerala Academy for Skills Excellence, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan, for the Chairman's address.
പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ, സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, കേരള ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഓഫ് ഡിസൈനിൽ വിജയകരമായി പരിശീലനം പൂർത്തിയാക്കിയ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളുടെ ബിരുദദാന ചടങ്ങിൽ സംബന്ധിക്കാൻ അവസരമുണ്ടായതിൽ എൻ്റെ സന്തോഷം ആദ്യമേ പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കട്ടെ. 2016-17 വർഷങ്ങളിൽ പ്രവേശനം നേടിയ 26 പേർക്കും 2015 ബാച്ചിലെ 4 പേർക്കുമാണ് ഇന്ന് PG ഡിപ്ലോമ സമ്മാനിക്കുന്നത്. പരിശീലനം പൂർത്തിയാക്കിയ എല്ലാ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെയും അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. ഡിസൈൻ മേഖലയിലെ മികച്ച അവസരങ്ങൾ സ്വന്തമാക്കാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കഴിയുമെന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. വിജയം കൈവരിച്ച എല്ലാവരെയും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഓഫ് സയൻസ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ആൻഡ് റിസർച്ച് ഡയറക്ടർ പ്രൊഫസർ ജയൻ മൂർത്തിയാണ് ബിരുദദാനം നിർവഹിക്കുന്നത്. സംസ്ഥാന സർക്കാരിന് വേണ്ടി, കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ തൊഴിൽ വകുപ്പിന് വേണ്ടി അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ഏറെ സന്തോഷത്തോടെ അഭിവാദ്യം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ ചടങ്ങിൽ സംബന്ധിക്കുന്ന ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട മന്ത്രി ശ്രീമതി ജെ മേഴ്സിക്കുട്ടിയമ്മ, മറ്റ് പ്രമുഖ വ്യക്തികൾ, വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ എല്ലാവരെയും ഈ സന്ദർഭത്തിൽ തൊഴിൽ വകുപ്പിന് വേണ്ടി അഭിവാദ്യം ചെയ്യുന്നു. പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ഡിസൈൻ രംഗത്ത് കേരളത്തിലെ ഏക നൈപുണ്യ വികസന സ്ഥാപനമായ കേരള സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഓഫ് ഡിസൈൻ രാജ്യത്തെ തന്നെ മികച്ച പരിശീലന കേന്ദ്രങ്ങളിൽ ഒന്നായി ഉയരുകയാണ്. സംസ്ഥാന നൈപുണ്യ വികസന മിഷനായ കേരള അക്കാഡമി ഫോർ സ്കിൽസ് എക്സലൻസ് നേതൃത്വത്തിലാണ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നത്. പരമ്പരാഗത കരകൗശല തൊഴിലാളികളുടെ ജീവിത നിലവാരം ഉയർത്തുന്നതിന് ആധുനിക ഡിസൈൻ സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യ കൂടി ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തി പരിശീലനം നൽകുക എന്നതായിരുന്നു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിന്റെ പ്രാഥമിക ലക്ഷ്യം. ഇതോടൊപ്പം ഡിസൈനർമാരെ വാർത്തെടുത്ത് സംസ്ഥാനത്തിന്റെ വികസന പ്രക്രിയയിൽ പങ്കാളികളാക്കുക എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യവും ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് വെക്കുന്നു. ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൽ 2015 ഡിസൈനിങ്ങിൽ PG ഡിപ്ലോമ കോഴ്സുകൾക്ക് തുടക്കം കുറിക്കുന്നത്. ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് വികസനത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി ഈ വർഷം ഡിസൈനിങ്ങിൽ ബിരുദ കോഴ്സ് ആരംഭിക്കും. ഇതിന് അഖിലേന്ത്യാ സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ കൗൺസിലിന്റെയും APJ അബ്ദുൽ കലാം സാങ്കേതിക സർവകലാശാലയുടെയും അംഗീകാരം ലഭിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അടിസ്ഥാന സൗകര്യ വികസനത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി പുതിയ അക്കാഡമിക് ബ്ലോക്കിന്റെയും ഹോസ്റ്റൽ ബ്ലോക്കിന്റെയും നിർമ്മാണ പ്രവൃത്തി പുരോഗമിക്കുകയാണ്. നാഷണൽ റിസോഴ്സ് സെന്റർ, ഫാബ് ലാബ് എന്നിവയ്ക്ക് ആവശ്യമായ തുക അനുവദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. നാഷണൽ റിസോഴ്സ് സെന്റർ നിർമ്മാണ പ്രവൃത്തി ഈ വർഷം ആരംഭിക്കും. 6 നിലകളിലായി ഓഡിറ്റോറിയം, റിസോഴ്സ് സെന്റർ, ലൈബ്രറി, ക്ലാസ് മുറികൾ തുടങ്ങിയവ സജ്ജീകരിക്കും. പുതിയ ഹോസ്റ്റലിന്റെ രൂപരേഖയും തയ്യാറാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഡിസൈനിങ് രംഗത്ത് വലിയ തൊഴിൽ സാധ്യതകളാണ് ഉയർന്നു വരുന്നത്. ഇത് പ്രയോജനപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതിന് യുവതലമുറയെ സജ്ജരാക്കുന്നതിൽ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിന് വലിയ പങ്ക് വഹിക്കാൻ കഴിയും. രാജ്യത്തും വിദേശത്തുമുള്ള പ്രമുഖ ഡിസൈൻ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളോട് കിടപിടിക്കുന്ന മികച്ച സ്ഥാപനമാക്കി ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിനെ വളർത്തുന്നതിനാവശ്യമായ നടപടി സ്വീകരിക്കും. ആധുനിക തൊഴിൽ മേഖലകളിലെ മാറ്റങ്ങൾക്കനുസരിച്ച് വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളുടെ ജില്ലയിലെ തന്നെ ചവറയിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഓഫ് ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചർ ആൻഡ് കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷൻ ഈ രംഗത്തെ സുപ്രധാന ചുവടുവെപ്പാണ്. ഡിസൈൻ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിന്റെ വളർച്ചയ്ക്ക് സർക്കാരിന്റെ എല്ലാവിധ പിന്തുണയും ബിരുദം ഏറ്റുവാങ്ങുന്ന എല്ലാ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെയും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. സർക്കാരിന്റെ എല്ലാവിധ പിന്തുണയും ഈ കാര്യത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്ന് അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. ബിരുദം ഏറ്റുവാങ്ങുന്ന എല്ലാ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെയും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങൾ. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your inspiring words. Moreover, thank you for leading from the front to enable KSID reach great heights. Thank you. May I now invite the guest of honor, Director of Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Trivandrum, Professor Dr. J.N. Murthy for the convocation address.
Yeah. Honorable Ministers, Minister for Labor Skills and Exercise, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan, and Srimati J. Marsikuti Amma, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, distinguished Sri Chandrasekhar, MD, CASE, and the respectable Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini, the principal of KSID, Kerala State Institute of Design. I think we also have with us a lot of faculty members, staff members, dear students, and the parents. And namaste to all of you, and a very good afternoon. It gives me great happiness to give this convocation address today, an eventful day in the lives of the graduating students. And first of all, I would like to congratulate all the graduating students today. Well, is there a problem? I think somebody is trying to share the screen. I think somebody is attempting to share the screen, and I request you to sort of put off the, audio. Well, I think I should say that I am naive to design. I am basically a practicing scientist in chemistry, and I'm heading a scientific institution. I think when Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini contacted me, I was bewildered. I was wondering, how do I fit in here? In fact, I needed to enlighten myself as to when the degrees in design came into picture in the country. When I was a student in 1980s, of course, those days there was craze basically to get into engineering, which is rather easy today because across the states, we only had about 200 seats or so, only a limited number of engineering colleges. And we would hear about architecture and civil engineering as basically a BE degree. And design is something that was not heard of those days. I'm talking about 1980s. Well, I joined, I got my PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, spent some years abroad, came back to the country, of course, joined IIT Kanpur. And IIT Kanpur is an institute for, going by the very name, technology. And sciences, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and humanities do exist there as supporting disciplines. In spite of that, IIT Kanpur was well known for chemistry research. And, it was a dream to join this department. And there I sort of initiated my career. And all of a sudden, we started hearing about the design and the degree that was non-existent. And this happened during 2005 to 2007. I think Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini can tell me about this as to when IIT Kanpur got started with the design program. In fact, they started a new department under the leadership of the former Sanjay Dande as the director, which was when we got to know about design. Well, design continues, and the colleagues that are part of the design, we interact with every other day in the campus. We run into them. All that is fine, but I still did not really bother to know what is the difference between architecture and design. I mean, common man would not really recognize. So when I did try to understand in layman's terms, then I had to sort of, assure myself, yeah, design is bit more than architecture. And in simple words, one of the websites says that you want to sort of build a house, you worry about, I think somebody is trying to, Bibitha is trying to sort of share the screen, and there's an attempt which is causing problems. Should we wait or continue? Are you able to hear me?
You can continue, sir. We'll try
Okay.
to
Okay.
solve this. Yeah.
All
We can
right.
hear you.
Yeah, I think in simple layman's terms, and the architecture is meant to sort of deal with some kind of a structure. Like you want to have a house, how many rooms should you have, and where your hall should be, where your kitchen should be. This is basically an architecture. And then comes the design as to where should you have and what should you have, where should your chandelier be, and what should be there on the wall, is what is basically design in simple terms. And with that understanding, if I am to address basically the graduates of the KSID, which is in a way a miniaturized version of the very well-known NID, National Institute of Design. And of course, there are popular institutes that even our campus kids in IIT Kanpur attempt for admission to, a NIFT, for example, that exists everywhere for design programs. They are fantastically kind of professional courses in a modern sense today in the country, right? In fact, I wondered myself, in what sense do these design programs, because I head this science institution, and here is a postgraduate degree being offered to 30 graduating students, and we also likewise offer the degrees, but is there any fundamental difference? I think when I probe little, this is what became apparent. The design programs differ from regular science programs where we have theory that we engage classes and we teach them, and we have laboratory and the students go to the laboratory and do some experiments. And they miss out in the research, they miss out in the industry exposure, and which is how the ISS have been created here. ISS have been created to sort of plug up this long existing lacuna in the educational system. Undergraduates, when they get started with the degrees like BS or MS, well, they go to the classes, maybe do a little experiment, in the laboratories, but they really don't quite get to learn what exactly is the research. And the society and of course well thought out heads and the people with wisdom do believe at this prime age of 17 plus to about 24, 25, I think there is no depth. That is when brilliance basically sparkles. Given that, why is it that the education institutions are not tapping into it? Why are they not exposed to the research environment? And that is how ISS have been created. So in here, we give education, which doesn't happen anywhere else. We teach, we put them in the laboratories and bring them into kind of a research environment and teach, which doesn't happen. But if I'm to compare, let me come back to the point that I was talking about. Compare your design degrees across the country and including yourself, they differ. The curriculum in design colleges inherently builds on theory, skills, design projects, and field experience. In fact, I was talking yesterday to one of my colleagues in Kanpur, and he told me, and which is also known, that the design projects are brought into the classroom. The projects are brought into the classroom and to float them across the students to come up with some kind of a novel ideas. And this is basically where, and I'm sure every one of you have heard about NEP, National Education Policy 2020, which is a paradigm shift and a change in the way that education should be in the forthcoming years. And vocational courses, skills, and some kind of the exposure to the liberal arts, everything are expected to be built into the syllabus. And that is what basically NEP 2020 is all about. And design exactly fits this pattern, I must say. I think this is the difference I felt from basic degree sciences to design. Design inherently builds on some kind of a field work, some kind of projects that are floated across the students, and of course the lectures and the experiments and skills, which do not happen in regular colleges. Okay, then I think 2008 was when I think the principal mentioned about the fact that your KSID was started in 2008, and immediately it stuck in my mind. Even our ISA 2 was started in 2008, and which is about 12 years since existence. Of course, you had a lot of teething problems, and basically to build or bring in academics courses into the structure took quite some time. And the first course I think was launched in 2015 is what Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini said. Maybe this is the second batch, I suppose, right? After 2.5 years, or third batch, the graduating batch. But we have already seen about 11 to 12 years. But there is a parallel. The parallel is both are new institutes, both have problems. We are trying to carve a niche for ourselves in the country and in the abroad for undergraduate education with research. And here is an institution which is trying to sort of emulate the traits of NID, National Institute of Design at Ahmedabad, and for example, the NIFT. And I'm really pleased to learn that under the leadership of Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini, I think this institution post 2015, which was also mentioned by Mr. Chandrasekhar, that has made a lot of strides in getting into some kind of MOUs with very advanced institutions like IIT Bombay. And he also talked about one of the NIFT, I think Bangalore or somewhere. That's a very good sign for an institution. With that note, and I think I should get to the students. Well, students, I think it is a day you all have basically waited for, wanted to carry with you the degree, right? Maybe, I think some of you put an end here with the postgraduate degree, being highly contented. Some not so contented, maybe decide to pursue higher education. Maybe some others take an altogether different path, leave design, but take the traits of this education into a new path that people pursue, whatever path be. I think this is a postgraduate degree is one of the highest degrees in our career, right? It's a point at which you pause, think about what you want to be in your life, and critically analyze and strategize. That's very important as to how your life should be, right? I think this is where I don't want to wreak kind of pessimism. I don't want to kind of ignite the some kind of a dark shade, but let us accept the fact that the days that we are going through are really, really bad. And which is where I would like to have some kind of a nuances for you as to how you should be shaping your future. Because the day today, the times now are not the times just even 6 months back. The world is different today. You're faced with many challenges and difficulties, some of which were probably non-existent even a few months back. Perhaps if you had the days of the last year, and I'm sure your principal would have brought some companies onto your campus for campus hiring, and all of you, I'm sure, would have had a very hefty pay and taken up the jobs. Such are not the days now, which is how I said the world has changed. In this sense, think about February. We were all fine. We heard a little bit here and there about COVID, but we were not alarmed, right? Life was going on so well. Isn't it that we are very distant from that very closest past? The past is not far, very closest, only a few months. But that February can we have now? I don't foresee it in the next 3-4 years. Such drastically has the world changed. And we are still going through the same phase. And the world you are entering, are about to enter as a graduate today, is different. And it's changing incredibly at a pace unpredictable. And we are poised today with unpredictable future. The present is so unrecognizable. Did we think that we would have days like this 5 months back, 6 months back? Right? So, in other words, the future, if you look back, put yourself 6 months back and look at the future, this future you would not recognize, you did not fathom. You would not even basically think that we probably would have this kind of days. Put yourself back into February. We can't head out and have a dinner. Kerala, a state well known for tourism, is no longer the same. All right. Just yesterday, our finance minister, Sri Sitaraman, announced that LTC for government employees can be availed without travel, but vouchers would be given, and you cannot use that for buying the provisions in the provisional store, but you have to sort of invest and buy something to basically kick up some kind of market. Look at the kind of initiatives that the government is coming down to. And such are the days. The technological, industrial, and let me place in front of you how the live world is different today. And I would like you to know, with all this, what should you be bracing up yourself for in this background? Because the days are not the same. If you graduated last year, it would have been really different, right? So you should know how the world around is. The technological and the industrial revolution of the past few decades, what have they done to us? They have brought in, we had an industrial revolution, technological revolution, and great strides there have basically brought in a digital world. We are living today in the digital world. And you see this convocation, did we ever imagine that we would have a virtual convocation? It's a digital age. It's absolutely a digital age. Any information is available at the fingertips. In other words, it's all about data, voluminous amount of data, right? There is interdependency is getting lost. You don't depend on anybody. You don't need your teacher to basically dispel some kind of a notion that you have. You have some doubt, you don't need to look for teacher, and there is this a Google uncle or Google auntie. Everything you are basically fed with. The information is just available at the fingertips for you. In other words, when there is no interdependency, nobody looks up to you. You don't need to look up to anybody. Be it in a very complex city and where you are lost with the directions, or be it in a wild jungle where there are no signboards, yet you can wander around, you can maneuver yourself, and you can find your way ahead. And that is basically the technology and the digital age for us. Given that, if there is no interdependency, then you are not required. If you're not required, then what are you there for? What does your degree have to do? Right? And at times like this, for one to be successful and march ahead requires certain traits. You have to acquire certain traits. So you need to worry about how do you want to tailor your future, right? I think I would like to tell you, whatever you do, you must learn to be flexible. Very rigid mind doesn't work. Be willing to learn from multiple dimensions, everywhere possible, and be willing to take risks. You must be willing to take risks, right? I would like to say to the graduating batch, to the graduating students, I think you should set long-term goals. You do have some time, probably. Allow some flexibility. Yeah, this is the goal. This is only where that I want to head out. But in between, if you do get something, allow some flexibility. Believe in yourself, which is the conviction. Be self-reliant. And with high resilience, be resolute. Don't allow yourself to be perturbed, shaken up, come what may. And to be successful in life is to sketch big plans. That's why people say, dream big. You may not realize it, but at least you approach. That is in itself a great success. It's important to dream big. Okay? In the context of science and technology, because Science Institute, and we speak of some discoveries, big things happening in the intersection of fields, different fields. Let's say you have chemistry and biology, and you mix both of them, and chemical biology, which is where you can do wonders. Because otherwise, chemistry has been there for a long time. Biology has been there for a long time. The interface is something nobody knows, and which is where you can make you can discover something. And I do not quite know in design. I think which is the sort of intersection of different fields is where is unexplored, and that is where your success can be. And there is no formula for success, and there is no magic wand for success. Success is completely individual dependent. It's different. Success is a manifestation of otherwise certain traits. We can only tell you, yeah, follow this, work hard, this is all the general advices. But apart from that, you have to, success depends on individual inherent strength. So there are some common traits. I think I would like to repeat these common traits by the big people who are successful people. So this is out there in the web, but let me sort of read, quote this for you. These are fabulous quotes. Okay. And what are they? Steve Jobs, we all know, right? And this is what he had to say in one of the convocation addresses. Live the dream, follow your heart. Your time is limited. Make most of every minute, which is what I would like to tell even my students too here, right? Even PhD students too. Time is limited. Don't waste it. Don't try to live someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. See where your passion resonates. Question yourself, is it here where I can do something, right? See where your pulse is and have big plans. Ratan Tata, I don't need to talk about it. Talk about him. He's the man, his day job for over 2 decades was to oversee the global expansion of the Salt2 software major, right? Spreading the companies. Post-retirement, he is now investing in several e-commerce startups. And this is what he has to say. View this moment as moving from a protected environment. You have grown up in a very protected environment. As I see it on the screen, some of the children are basically with the parents. So protected. And I'm sure in Kollam too, I think Dr. Manoj Kumar Kini and his colleagues must have protected you in a very isolated setup by providing you or putting you up in hostels and everywhere. You have existed highly in a protected environment, and it's gone now, right? And you're moving from protected environment to an environment where you have to learn and listen, because your whole world is going to be learning and listening. The success is for those who are going to show the quality of humility. Excellent traits. Well, I think J.K. Rowling, I don't want to ask you like who J.K. Rowling is, but let me say what she has to say. Says like life isn't like a checklist. Okay, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, and I become successful. Is it like that? Then everybody would be successful. It's not like a checklist. And following one's heart will probably have consequences. You may run into a rough weather, quite possibly, because you have made the decision. The decisions that you make may lead you to success, but at times you may run into a rough weather. That's okay, which is why I said, learn to be resilient and resolute. But this is what Rowling says. It will all be worth it in the end. You may transiently run into problems, but you will realize when you pursue your passion, when you pursue your conviction, then at the end, it'll all be fine. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves. That's why people say, Believe in yourself. You have the power. If some X does it, you cannot. Why should you say you cannot do it? I cannot do it. You have the power. It's all about bringing that power out. Of course, your profession is different. It's a design, right? If I want to design my house and I will look at about, I said, the digital age, everything is available on the web, and I'll see how much the dimension of a room should be and get into some kind of 100 designs and see, yeah, maybe I can do this in my wall. Interdependency I talked about. Because this information is available at everybody's fingertips, nobody is looking for anybody's advice. If that be the case, that means there is something more extra is expected of you if you want to be successful. You need to be able to provide that extra to be successful, right? Which is why I say that for design students, and I would say you have to have a bit of Einstein's wisdom. And what did he say? Imagination is more important than knowledge, right? Knowledge is limited, imagination encircles the world. Let me give you my formula for success. But tomorrow, don't come back to me and say I followed you, but I did not succeed. No, right? You have to cap it up with your own inherent qualities. As I said, there is no magic formula. There are only common traits that one can prescribe. These are simple ones. I think practicing them can take you far. I think what is required today is any problem, try to understand in depth. In-depth understanding is important. About the problem, do a very incisive, thorough analysis. In the current day, you must develop good communication skills. If you don't have good communication, language is imperative. You cannot dispense with. Very important. Work hard to think creatively, which is where I say, you must have, everybody must worry about some X factor. If you think, I tell my students, it's like you think like a common janta, you go nowhere. Can you distinguish yourself? How do you distinguish yourself? You have to bring in some kind of an X factor. What is that X factor? Can you question yourself? How do I make myself different from the lot? That's when I get recognized. What are those qualities that I must incorporate in my conduct that I become different? That's when you become successful. Otherwise, you have no way forward, right? Think creatively. And we used to say, survival of the fittest. What theory is it? And you know it. But these are not the days of survival of the fittest. You don't need muscle power, right? And these days are survival of the adaptable, right? Very rigid goals, well set goals with no compromise will not go far. So bring in adaptability into your character. Hard work and perseverance, and I'm sure everybody tells you, you have no way. If you don't work, you're going to sit quiet and nothing comes to you. You have to work. You have to work hard. The more you learn, the more you see, the more you will notice what needs changing. More you learn, more you see. More you see, then you identify what must change. Learn to change your mind in the face of new information, in the face of some new, better argument. Somebody tells you this is better. Don't work with a preset notion that what I think is right. No, allow yourself for a change. These are the kind of attributes that you should sort of bring into your character. Learn to change your mind in the face of new information, and do inherit this quality today if you want to go a long way. Okay. I would like to say hearty congratulations to all of you, the graduating students. I think may your achievements nudge you to the joy. May your life be filled with the friendship and love. May the purpose of your life become clearer and clearer as you pursue your passion. At the same time, I also would like to wish all the very best to this new institution in its objective to be on par with one of the best design institutions in the country, and looking to be vanguard of design in the region of Kerala by launching, and he mentioned this, BDES programs and converting the existing postgraduate degrees into MDes, which is in the anvil. And I would like to wish the institution too all the very best. Thank you and Jai Hind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you for spending time to decipher the world of design education, but by addressing the current reality and being relevant. Hope your words have inspired everyone, not just the students, to face the changing world by taking risks, being flexible, adaptable, ever learning, and looking at long-term goals, but by believing in oneself. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
May I now invite Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, Government of Kerala, Srimati J. Mercikuti Amma, for convocation pledge and felicitation. Honorable Minister will recite the pledge, and graduating students are requested to repeat the pledge line after the Minister.
Madam, mic mute ആണ് madam. Mic mute ആണ്. ഇപ്പോഴും മ്യൂട്ട് ആണ് മാഡം, മൈക്ക് മ്യൂട്ട് ആണ്. അതെന്താ എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കും. വലത്തെ സൈഡില് മാഡം, സ്ക്രീനിന്റെ വലത്തെ സൈഡിൽ ഒരു മൈക്ക് പോലത്തെ ഒരു, ഇടത്തെ സൈഡില് മ്യൂട്ട്.
കേൾക്കാറായോ?
കേൾക്കാം മാം, ഇപ്പൊ കേൾക്കാം.
യെസ്. അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ദീർഘമായി പോയത് കൊണ്ട് പ്ലഡ്ജ് സെറിമണിയിലേക്ക് ഡയറക്റ്റ് കടക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കും നന്നാകാൻ തോന്നുന്നു. അനുശയം അതല്ലേ നല്ലത്?
അല്ല മാം, സംസാരിക്കാം.
അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ മിനിസ്റ്റർ പോയി തോന്നുന്നു.
ഇല്ല, എല്ലാരും ഉണ്ട്.
ടി പി രാമകൃഷ്ണൻ, പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡോക്ടർ മനോജ് കിണ്ണി, നമ്മുടെ മുഖ്യ അതിഥിയായിട്ട് എത്തിയിട്ടുള്ള ഡയറക്ടർ IISR പ്രൊഫസർ നരസിംഹമൂർത്തി, കേസ് ഡയറക്ടർ ശ്രീ ചന്ദ്രശേഖരൻ, പ്രിയമുള്ള കോൺവൊക്കേഷൻ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥിനികളെ, ഞാൻ ദീർഘമായി സംസാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. പ്രസിഡൻഷ്യൽ അഡ്രസ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് കീനോട്ട് അഡ്രസ് ചെയ്ത പ്രൊഫസർ നരസിംഹമൂർത്തി കുറച്ച് ദീർഘമായി തന്നെയാണ് പ്രഭാഷണം നടത്തിയത്. അദ്ദേഹം പോസ്റ്റ് കോവിഡ് കാലം എങ്ങനെ എന്നതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് വിശദീകരിച്ചു. കുട്ടികളെടുക്കേണ്ട കരുതലുകൾ എന്തെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. എനിക്കതിൽ സ്ട്രൈക്ക് ചെയ്തത് അദ്ദേഹം എംഫസൈസ് ചെയ്ത് ക്വാളിറ്റി ഓഫ് ഹ്യൂമാനിറ്റി. അതാണ് ഇന്ന് ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ടത്. ഞാൻ അത് മാത്രം ഒന്ന് എടുത്തു പറയുന്നു. ക്വാളിറ്റി ഓഫ് ഹ്യൂമാനിറ്റിയാണ് ഏതൊരു അവസരത്തിലും സുപ്രധാനം എന്ന് നമ്മുടെ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ ഓർമ്മിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ കരകൗശല രംഗത്ത് തൊഴിലാളികളുടെ സ്കിൽ ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്യുക എന്ന ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനായിട്ടാണ് തുടങ്ങിയതെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പോൾ അത് ഹൈലി പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സ്ഥാപനമായി മാറിയിരിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ അബ്ദുൽ കലാം ടെക്നിക്കൽ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ അഫിലിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത ഒരു സ്ഥാപനമായി കൂടി മാറിയിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇന്റർനാഷണലായിട്ട് ഒട്ടേറെ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻസുമായിട്ട് ഡയറക്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാനും വളരാനും കഴിയുന്ന ഒരു അന്തരീക്ഷത്തിലേക്ക് കാര്യം എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നു. അതിനുശേഷമുള്ള ആദ്യത്തെ കോൺവൊക്കേഷൻ സെറമണി എന്ന നിലയിൽ ഏറെ സന്തോഷത്തോടുകൂടി ഞാൻ ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാ കുട്ടികളെയും ഇത് ഒക്കെ പറയുമ്പോഴും നമ്മുടെ ഈ കരകൗശല രംഗത്ത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ട്രഡീഷണൽ സെക്ടറിലെ അത്തരം വർക്കേഴ്സിന്റെ സ്കിൽ അപ്ഗ്രഡേഷൻ നമുക്കത് വിടാതെ പിടിക്കണം. അവരെ കൂടി ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന തരത്തിലേക്ക് നമ്മുടെ പ്രോഗ്രാം പോകണം. നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളുടെ ഒരു മികച്ച ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനാക്കി ഇതിനെ മാറ്റുകയാണ്. അതിനെല്ലാവിധ അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങളും. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് മനോജ് കിണ്ണി വളരെ കൃത്യമായി ഇടപെട്ട് വളരെ നന്നായി സ്ഥാപനത്തെ മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നു എന്നറിയുന്നതിൽ എനിക്ക് ഏറെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. എല്ലാ അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങളും അർപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കുട്ടികളുടെ പ്ലഡ്ജിലേക്ക് തന്നെ കടക്കുകയാണ്. സമയം വൈകണ്ട. ദൂരെ നിന്ന് വന്ന കുട്ടികൾ ധാരാളമുണ്ട്. അവർക്കെല്ലാം തിരികെ പോകണം. കോവിഡ് കാലമാണ്. കൂടുതൽ അടുത്തടുത്തിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ ഞാൻ കാണുന്ന സ്ക്രീനിൽ കുറച്ച് പേര് അടുത്തടുത്താണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് കോവിഡ് പ്രതിരോധമാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട കാര്യം. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ടൈം വളരെ കുറച്ച് സമയം കൂടിയിരിക്കുക എന്നതാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഏറ്റവും കരണീയമായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യം. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ അതിവേഗം പ്ലഡ്ജ് ചൊല്ലുന്നതിലേക്ക് മാറുന്നു. കുട്ടികളെ ക്ഷണിക്കുക 1 by 1 ആയിട്ട്. താങ്ക് യു.
മാഡം പ്ലഡ്ജ് വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ കുട്ടികൾ അത് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
അതെ അതെ, എനിക്കറിയാം. അപ്പൊ അത് കുട്ടികളെ വിളിച്ചോളൂ, ഞാൻ ചൊല്ലിക്കൊടുക്കാം.
ശ്രീജിത്ത്.
Yes, ma'am.
എല്ലാവരും റെഡി അല്ലേ? എല്ലാവരും റെഡിയാണ് മാം.
Yes. I pledge that in my life by word and deed
that in my life by word and deed
I will prove myself worthy of the graduation degree conferred upon me.
worthy of the graduation degree conferred upon me.
I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity.
My profession with conscience and dignity.
I will foster the honor
will
and noble tradition of design as a profession.
Foster the honor and noble tradition of design as a profession.
I will apply design and its practice as a profession for the benefit of the humanity.
As a profession for the benefit of the humanity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your kind words. May I now invite the guest of honor, Professor Jayan Murthy, for the convocation sermon.
Sir, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. I just said that, I am to announce that the certificates are hereby conferred upon the graduating students, and all the very best. Thank you.
ശ്രീജിത്ത്.
Graduating students of Integrated Lifestyle and Product Design are Alok Krishnan T, Ammu Abhirami, Jitin K. Paulos, Jayesh Dave, Tota Charan, Honey James, Denny J. Dilip, Kritika Subramanian, Akash J. Niravat, Abhishek Mitra, Manu Prasad, Krishna Raj R, Gurmeet Singh, Chimakurti Chimakurti Veera Venkata Nagmani Suresh, Anirudh Prakash. Graduating students of Integrated Textile and Apparel Design, Anita A. Simon, Marilyn Babu, Sri Lakshmi PC, Swati KB, Jishna B. Nambiar, Bibita Baby, Reshma Raj, Gada S, Tessa Susan John, Preeti Raj, Shilpa and Verghese. And graduation students of IT Integrated Communication Design are Divya K. Babu, Maria Tommy Panikal, Somi Kumari Jha, and Mrudula Patankar. Congratulations to all the graduating students. Today is the day about you and your achievements. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
May I now welcome Administrative Officer of Kerala State Institute of Design, Sri Giridharan Nair, for vote of thanks.
Honorable Minister for Labour and Skills and the Chairman of the Governing Council, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan sir, our guest of honor, Professor Jayan Murthy, Director of ISER Tirunelveli, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering, Srimati J. Mercy Kuttiyamma, our Vice Chairman and Additional Chief Secretary to Government, Sri Satyajit Rajan IAS, our Managing Director, S. Chandrasekhar IAS, our Principal, Dr. Manoj Kumar K, faculties of KSID, teaching assistants and other staff of KSID, and also our former faculties and teaching assistants, the students who are awarded their PG diploma and other students of KSID, and all the viewers and participants of this convocation ceremony 2020. The aim of KSID was and is promoting the traditional art and craft sector of Kerala by providing design education and also produce eminent designers so as to utilize for the development of the state by developing skilling in design. At present, KSID have 3 professional PG courses, and now KSID has already been affiliated to the AICT and APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University and is going to start the admission process for the newly recognized BDS program in this academic year itself. We hope that by the next academic year, we could go further with MDAS program. And the KSID will become a full-fledged design school in the coming years. In this context, I congratulate all the students who graduated in this convocation ceremony. I am here to extend a vote of thanks to all who participated in the prestigious function of the convocation ceremony of KSID for the 2016 and 17 batches and also some of the 2015 batches. Turning to my duty, first of all, our Honorable Chairman and Minister for Labour, Skills and Exercise, Sri T.P. Ramakrishnan sir, who is extending all the support to KSID for the development and as one among the premier design schools in India. Sir, I am extending a vote of thanks of KSID for honoring the institute by delivering the chairman's address and also for the support extending for the development of KSID. Thank you, sir. Secondly, I have to extend a vote of thanks to Srimati J. Mercy Kuttiyamma, Minister for Fisheries and Harbour Engineering Department, and also the local MLA. She is extending all the support and suggestions for the development of the institute and always with the institute and also being part of all programs and are acting as a local guardian of the institute. I am extending a vote of thanks of KSID to the Honorable Minister, Srimati Mercy Kuttiyamma, for the honorable presence and delivering the felicitation address and dictating the convocation pledge to the graduating students. Thank you, ma'am. Then I have to extend a vote of thanks to our chief guest, Professor Jayan Murthy, Director of IIACR, Tirunelveli. It is our honor to get some moments of you, sir, with the KSID and also for the convocation address. The KSID is expecting all the support from the ISER in future. I am extending a vote of thanks to Professor Jayan Murthy, Director of IIACR Tirunelveli, for your valuable presence and convocation address. Once again, thanking you, sir. Now I am to extend a vote of thanks to our Honorable Vice Chairman and Additional Chief Secretary to Government, Sri Satyajit Rajan IAS, for all his support and suggestions extended for the development and growth of KSID. I am extending a vote of thanks of KSID to Sri Satyajit Rajan IAS for all his support. Thank you, sir. Now I am to extend a vote of thanks to our Honorable Managing Director, Sri S. Chandrasekharan IAS, who delivered the welcome speech. He is facilitating the institute to its growth by enhancing our support and cooperation. I am extending a vote of thanks to Sri Chandrasekhar IAS of the KSID family for the meritorious support and your presence, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I have to extend a vote of thanks to our principal, Mr. Dr. Manoj Kumar K, who presented the academic report. Most of his time is spending for the development of the institute, as stated by our managing director. An officer who is on deputation need not work like this, but he is running after the institute to gift a prominent place to KSID among the design schools in India and abroad. I am extending a vote of thanks to Dr. Manoj Kumar K for your attitude and hard work and for presenting the academic report. Thank you, sir. Now I am extending a vote of thanks to all the students who were graduated with the PG diploma in this convocation ceremony and wishing all of them to have a bright future and requesting them to create their own space in the design world. Now I am to extend vote of thanks to the present and former faculties, teaching assistants, other staff of KSID and the students of KSID and all the viewers of convocation ceremony of KSID 2020. The facility for the online platform for the convocation ceremony is arranged and provided by the CEDIT team. I convey our thanks to CEDIT and their team for arranging, facilitating and managing the live stream of the program. Thanking you all once again. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. The virtual event may not have been as illustrious as a regular convocation event, but we believe that this set of graduating students are the chosen ones. Like our chief guest said, who steps into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, hope, and oneness. And everyone sitting in different parts of the country have come together on this platform to appreciate the effort each graduating student has dedicated towards pioneering in design. On this promising note, we conclude the event. Now, may I request everyone to raise for national anthem.
जय गणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे